Padmasana, or full lotus position, is meant to be a steady and comfortable seated position which locks our spine in an upright direction for meditation. However, it requires open hips to take lotus posture safely and comfortably without injury to our knees or ankles. So if your student is still working toward full lotus or Padmasana, have them begin with a simple hip stretch. Beginning on the right side, with their left leg straight, have them cross their right ankle just above their left knee. It's very important to ask them to flex their toes and their ankle, or dorsiflex their right foot toward their shin in order to place the right knee in safe alignment. Bring their hands behind their hips and inhale as they slide the left leg in toward their body, placing it flat on the floor until they feel a subtle stretch in the outside of their right hip. If it's too much, have them pull the heel away from the body. If they can go deeper, the heel can come as close in as possible, and they may even begin to work a forward fold by working their chest toward their calf. Ask them to push their arms straight to come out of their lower back, and then release their chin forward in a subtle Jalandhara Bandha. Stay here and breathe, and repeat this pose on the other side. This is a very effective hip stretch for people even with very open hips. And then as your students' hips open, you could ask them to take Ardha Padmasana, or half lotus posture. Again, with the left leg straight, keeping the right ankle flexed for safe knee alignment, they'll begin to inch the right heel toward the top of the left hip, stopping when and if they feel any discomfort in their knees. If their thigh or femur bone is able to sufficiently externally rotate in their hip socket, denoting open hips, they could bring the heel all the way up to the belly until it makes contact with the belly and the outer edge of the foot is in the hip crease. Then take the left leg underneath the right and sit in Ardha Padmasana. Have them alternate sides so they're keeping their hips even each time they take a seated position. And then when their hips are sufficiently open, if they can take the heel to the navel with the outer edge of the foot in the hip crease without discomfort in their knee or their ankle, then they could approach full lotus or Padmasana. Of course, if Ardha Padmasana half lotus or Padmasana full lotus is not comfortable for your students, Sukhasana, a comfortable seated position, will do. If, however, even Sukhasana is uncomfortable and their knees are high or their spine is rounded, you might offer them some elevation under their hips to allow their spine to take its natural curve and their hips to open for blood flow through the hip joints. So have them scoot to the edge of a block, or if a block is too much, offer them a pillow or meditation cushion. Ask your students to approach Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana very patiently and with vairagya, or non-attachment, because the goal is not to tie ourselves into knots, it's to untie the knot so that we can sit comfortably for meditation. I hope this teaching tip was helpful for you. If you'd like further information, please feel free to email me at ali@analayoga.com. Namaste.